Flip the heater on to get it heated for all of us this evening.
It was like...
You got to a balmy 42.
It's probably 50 degrees in here.
Yeah.
Don't hate.
What was it like? It was 15, 13 degrees this morning.
It was very cold this morning.
Took Alistair
Alex
out.
was flying to Texas for Christmas, and he said
My brother's in Texas.
Christmas morning it's supposed to be 11 degrees in Fort Worth.
Yeah, Florida's
Oh,
crying
man.
because they're going to be in the 20s.
They're in trouble.
I'm like, we're in the 20s now.
So watch out for those.
It's supposed to be in the 20s.
Well, but they're going to freeze. All the oranges will freeze, so now we'll have an orange juice shortage, which will drive the price up of the orange juice.
Eddie Murphy's friends will be making bank.
It's already $7 a freaking gallon for orange juice.
Well, let's get into it.
Oh,
We're rolling.
I'm playing on my phone, and we're sitting here talking and rolling.
Put your phone away,
Give me one
T-Rex.
sec. Let me friggin' check out.
Nice, Clint.
Gotta
Excellent work.
start this off. with a base.
$1,000. Good gravy. No.
So here it is.
Here it is.
This is us.
Hey everybody, it is the Coffee Mess crew, the team. We're waiting on Jordan
Sorry, I'm on my phone.
to arrive.
This is usually how it goes.
Whatever, man. I get here, I start working right away.
But we got Clint, coffee roaster. I'm Tim. I'm the person whose fault everything is. Jason Cox, who is a market master, roaster, and coffee sourcer, and T-Rex, who is my huge bald wife.
He's the roast wife.
My roast wife, the lead roaster
That's
of
the
the
nicest
coffee
way
mess.
you've put it in a long time. Normally it's a different word that's used for that, but okay.
Oh, fair enough. So we wanted to take a little time to sit down, relax, talk about the year, talk about the coffee that we roasted, the people that we met, the things we've been doing, and a little bit about what we want to do next year. Right?
Sleep.
I can't believe we're talking about next year already. Right?
Next year is so soon.
Yeah. This year's been long. It's been long.
You had
year.
a baby?
Yeah. Yep.
3
Clint
years.
had
Have you
a
slept
baby.
yet?
I mean, ever. I have slept a time or two.
No, I mean like
T-Rex had to move. I moved unexpectedly.
yeah.
I moved.
That's
I
called
moved this-
You
divorce,
moved
son.
too. We all moved.
You
Jordan moved.
Jordan moved.
You didn't move, but you had
No,
a baby. That's
no.
probably...
We've
That's
had a
moving.
lot of
That's-
major
that's a
event
moving
changes
thing.
this year. Like,
Yeah, it's been a
lot
big-
of life changes,
a
man.
big surprising year. It was
Yeah.
very hard in lots of ways. We had some serious trouble with the roaster this year that just drove me crazy.
Drove you crazy, drove me crazy.
We've got another major retrofit of that roaster coming up. However, it's been... I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, don't jinx.
I'm not going to say anything.
But I guess on that note, thank you for the past 3 years
Yeah.
keeping us busy through pandemics and things and all that. Still,
Are you talking to him or the customers?
No,
He's
the
talking to our
customers.
customers.
Yeah, well,
still-
good for you.
Guys behind
still
me.
buying coffee, still supporting that small business model, and you know, this year was nice to actually get back into the world and
Yeah.
do some markets, do the things that we enjoy doing, do Coffee Fest, do, you know, just get together and hang out without worrying about mask or so-and-so's got the sniffles, so they're not coming, and you know,
Right.
whatever. So
That's
just
me.
to be out of
Oh
that.
wait, that was
so,
last week. That was me.
yeah,
It still happens, but less virulently, and people aren't croaking anymore.
right. So,
Which is
yeah.
delightful. So let's talk about what was. Think about what your favorite coffee was that we worked with this year.
Barrel roasted Thunder Lizard.
The barrel aged Thunder Lizard.
Yeah, barrel aged roasted Thunder Lizard. That was probably the best coffee we made this year.
Did we get that out this year, or was
Huh?
that last year?
It was.
End of
It was.
last year.
It was this year.
Was it this year? I thought it was towards the end of last
It
year.
was
before we-
the best round
broke the
came
bank.
in like right around Father's Day because we put it out for Father's Day this year.
That's true.
Oh, okay.
That was the best one we did because before we were doing one of the other blends, and then we decided to try Thunder Lizard because of the fact that it had those nice fruity, nutty, and spicy tones to it. And because we did that with that little bit of the nice flavor from the barrel and the whiskey, by God, it was a mess.
Tell the people what a Thunder Lizard is. What's the makeup of Thunder Lizard?
Secret recipe.
Coffee, green beans.
Made from 100% ingredients, like
Let's
all,
see,
like all of
it's-
our products.
But it's basically fruitcake in a cup, is what it was designed. Because that was the BJB, 2 years ago, right?
Right.
2 or 3 years ago. God,
That
I've been
was
with you
2
for
years
way
ago.
too long.
Yeah.
It was 2 years ago.
I don't even know. Yeah, I know he's got seniority over me.
I don't think I was
He
roasting
always
with you
moves out of
guys.
the country, though.
Yeah, he did move out of the country.
I relinquished the reins.
Yeah.
He's always absconding
Yeah.
internationally.
But if you ask, that was my favorite, was that barrel-aged Thunder Lizard. It just, the flavor off of that stuff, well, they turned it into a beer at Grove City, too. Which we never got some because he sold out of it as soon as it came out.
They turned that one into a beer? I thought it was just the
barrel
Holmgren.
aged. It was the barrel
They
aged.
did a
Thunder
barrel-aged stout with the barrel-aged coffee in it.
Lizard. Yeah.
Double barrel.
We should have
Okay.
some
There's
more
so
coffees coming in beer here shortly. Because he has, what does he have? What did I give him?
We usually give him Mexico.
No, we gave him 2 blends. No, we gave him Dark Forest. So Dark Forest should be coming out in a coffee stout, which will be banging
That'll
because
be
Dark
good.
Forest is amazing.
And that's what, 62 or whatever it is? What's the
62?
beer place?
No, it's Grove City Brewing.
Grove City.
Right there on Broadway, right in the downtown, right across from the library and local cantina. Honestly, if you've never been there, highly suggest it. It's really good food. The beer is amazing. Trevor's awesome. Trevor's a great dude. He's the master brewer. He supports us and we support him. It's a solid relationship, but check him out.
Very cool. I finally made it down to Pat and Gracie's for lunch.
Oh, how was that?
That's an excellent spot, too.
Goodness, it's so good.
Yeah.
I
great
think
spot.
I was there before something. It's like downtown, right?
They've
That's-
had a
Well, it's
couple
like
different.
east of town.
They've had a couple different locations. The one,
Was that Clintonville or Worthington?
it's Clintonville.
Clintonville.
Okay. I'm
Off
thinking of
23.
something
Where's
else.
Clintonville?
Graceland.
It's in the
Shopping
Graceland
Center?
Shopping
Yeah.
Center.
I don't know. The
So
one I'm
it's
thinking about
yeah,
somewhere
yeah.
else.
It's
Great
acro-
food.
Across High Street
Is it?
from the drum store.
Is
Yep.
that considered Clintonville?
It is.
I don't know if that's Clintonville.
It is
or Worthington. I think
Clintonville.
it's
That's North Clintonville, but Clintonville.
great spot. Pat and Gracie's. Check it
Yeah.
out. The food's amazing.
The
food-
vibe
yeah,
in there is super. It's nice, but super chill. Like I was wearing my ratty hoodie and
Yeah.
felt fine.
And they do like a, what is it? Their grilled peanut butter and jelly or something like that. Crazy.
I got
They
the
do some-
spicy
Oh, yeah?
chicken sandwich.
They do like some crazy peanut butter and jelly
Ooh,
sandwich.
spicy
That
chicken
sounds up my
sandwich.
alley. I
It
could
was
do
very.
that.
Yeah,
It was
it's
so
really
good.
The spicy chicken sandwich sounds up your alley, Clint?
No, the
Grilled peanut
the
butter
roast
cheese.
the yeah
Peanut butter and cheese.
It's like a
Peanut butter
grilled
and
peanut butter.
I thought you were coming
Yeah.
back to the dark side,
No,
Clint,
no,
leaving
man.
the vegetarian lifestyle.
vegetarian for life.
For me, I guess I don't know. I really do enjoy the Papua New Guinea. I really
P&G.
enjoy that.
Yeah,
That's good.
it's delicious.
It'll be labeled P&G probably if you see it. But for me, I really, and this is not just because I carried it on my back here, but I really enjoyed the batch of Salvadoran coffee that we had in January.
The one you brought
I
back?
really, yeah, the one
That's
that I brought
what
back
was-
in
yeah, that
January.
was
I
so good.
really, really enjoyed that. It was super smooth, honey, sweetness to it. Got to see the farm where it was, and like I say, bring it back in our bags and roast it. So it was a cool experience. Plus, I thought it was really good coffee. So I really enjoyed that one.
That was good, and I'm looking forward to getting to know this new batch that
Yeah.
you just brought
Yeah.
back.
We have a new batch, the Ikatu, that I brought back this month. Still working the kinks out of it, roasting wise and whatever. That's the trick, right? Is
It takes a
you
minute to
it,
get to know it.
Try to figure out how far you're going to roast it, how far you're not going to roast it, and what you're getting out of it when you roast it different ways. So But I've enjoyed it too.
What's the tasting notes you're getting off it?
It's got a really weird. It's like a honey sweetness, right?
Are we
which you'll
talking
get out of
weird
most
like
of
the
El
Uncle Rabbit?
Salvadoran, but it's got something that I'm not sure the three of us were able to put our tongues on the other night. Like it's like a, Clint said vegetable-y, like a tomato. You said like a green bean, like a vegetable-y taste.
Yeah,
So
a little.
for me, it's kind of like, it is like an acidic, like earthy taste. Like when I taste vegetables, like I think I taste like earthy. So it's like an earthy, which I think it comes from one of the notes that the grower adds to it is a nance fruit, Nance fruit, and it's like a small cherry type fruit that if you look at the picture, it actually looks like it grows with like a cap. So it's almost like a tomato, but when you pick it, it's got this big pit in it, hole in it like a cherry stem would be. But it's supposed to have like a acidic, like almost like a vegetable-y taste to it.
Really?
So it's not super sweet. So I think that's probably what we're picking up. But being that it's a fruit that we don't have, our taste buds aren't really picking it up.
We're not
recognizing
tuned.
it,
We're
right?
not
So,
tuned into it.
but yeah, I'm enjoying it. I've been drinking it this week, and I do enjoy it. It's French press versus a drip. It gets rid of some of that creaminess that we had the other night.
Sure.
But I'm enjoying it too. It's aromatic. It's very aromatic. Like
We're gonna. It'll shape up. I'll stand over it and glare at it while it roasts once, and it'll turn out good.
Well,
So
I'll
we
tell
got-
you. Oh, go ahead.
So we got 50 pounds of that we'll do. It's at the donut shop. It's going to be a limited edition thing. Like when it's gone, it's gone. Under the Dos Manos mark. And then we do have some other El Sal, which is good. Super clean.
It is good. I like the bag we have
Um,
in right now.
That
Oh,
will be.
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
When that runs out, we'll mark it. The El Sal is as the Dos Manos.
I
We'll
love
slide that in.
El Salvadoran coffee, because we got a lot of good experiences this year with the guys we met at the finca.
Yeah, the Finca La
Oh, yeah.
Piedra.
I mean,
Yep.
their coffee
Their stuff
is
was great.
so good. Like when you just go across all of El Salvador and taste all these different coffees, I don't think I've had one I've hated.
For me, I think it's like a Central American thing. I mean, Colombia, Brazil, the India coffee, the Asian coffee, it's all good, but there's something about that, the Central American, like Watt, the Honduran that I've had, the Salvadoran that I've had, it's super smooth. It's just super
Yeah.
smooth, and I guess I enjoy that honey sweetness to it.
Well, real quick, for people that may not know what Dos Manos is, you want to explain that real quick so that they do?
It's Spanish.
Well, I know that, but what you're... Man, I'm trying to help you out, bro.
Two hands. So, my cousin started a nonprofit a few years ago, almost 11, 12 years ago now, I guess. So we do mission work in El Salvador. The guy there, his mission is based around the gospel of two hands. You feed the stomach, you feed the spirit. So he does a lot of street mission stuff and things like that in the communities. And 4 years ago, I guess, when you and I and Rachel talked about this,
Is it that long?
I guess.
Probably.
probably 4 years ago,
Was it?
3 years ago.
I think it was 3 because I was around when it happened.
A girl named Rachel Winter, that's friends with me and friends with Tim. The three of us just kind of collaborated. She's an artist, marketing guru. And
She's a winner.
Tim's a coffee guru, and I'm neither nor. So we just kind of came up with this idea of a way to partner my interest in coffee and my interest in mission stuff and how we could make that play out somehow. So the brand Dos Manos is roasted by the coffee mess, and that is 100% passed through to the organization in El Salvador. Tim and I shook hands on that agreement, and Rachel also shook hands and does her part to play into that as far as supplies and things like that, to where we don't take a cut from that at all. That goes 100% pass through to that organization there. So Tim's got to meet Daniel, the guy who runs the thing down there. T-Rex has been down there. Jordan just walked in. Jordan's been down there. Just a super cool thing to be a part of. So I'm just super thankful that I'm able to marry, those two passions together somehow and do something with it. So that's Dos Manos.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet, man.
Super cool.
And when you get down there and actually see the work they do, it's life changing, man. It's pretty impressive.
I'm a bit jealous of that.
You should come.
As soon as Clint stops having babies,
Yeah.
he's gonna come down
I
and
got
go
that
trip with us.
schedule. Every 3 years. We
Stop
just-
having babies.
You can alternate mission trip baby, mission trip baby.
Oh yeah, we'll work it
We
out.
took off the audio with the video marker. He almost died.
That's what they do
I-
with the chalkboard.
I
And
drug him by the
Yeah,
scruff of
clacker
his neck
thing.
all the way around the building into the house. I was pissed. He was
Yeah.
screaming all the way. I was
Oh.
mad.
That's how you know you were mad. You put your hands on
I
him.
was like, I've never done anything like this, but I am going to choke you. Like, I want to right now.
Wait, is
would
this
make
being
a really
recorded
nice
right
one.
now?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's okay.
It's a
We
dog.
were talking about how much we
Jesus
love
loves little
Chepe.
children.
Exactly.
So, no, I said mine.
Welcome back, everybody. We're
Welcome
back
back.
now,
Hey.
joined by
Hey.
the
We found
delightful
Jordan.
Jordan, who was our market master in Westerville this year and has taken on roles in the roastery, helping me with production and keeping that place from getting completely out of control.
Agreed.
That's a full-time
Yes.
job.
It's well, she certainly
Good
could
job.
work full time if she had the time. Or the
I spend a few hours here, for sure.
It's good.
But I'm happy about it.
Yeah, it's a nice place to work.
I mean, I
She's
think
the
it's
only female in the all-male group.
She keeps
She's
it
a-
together.
She is our token hire. No, I'm just
Perfect.
tax purposes.
It's perfect fit. Yeah. Very nice. Working alongside Jordan this year. Jordan, we have been talking about what our favorite coffees are that came through this year. And so we heard from T-Rex and Jason.
still waiting on Clint.
And did I say what I would
No.
liked?
No,
You
you
haven't
didn't
said
say
what
it
you
either.
either. No, just
We went
These two
on
here.
two
Yeah,
little
I'm
long
interested.
rants.
Okay, so wait, what was yours?
Mine was the barrel-aged
Thunder
That
Lizard.
nobody
Thunder
else has
Lizard
tried
that we
yet.
brought
Okay.
out around Father's Day.
Okay. I just tried the Baby Jesus blend for the first time this past week, and
Well, you
I
know
like
what
it
that
a
is,
lot.
right?
Yeah, no, I like it a lot. It's the same, right?
It's
Same
Thunder
as
Lizard.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's delicious. I made one cup,
That's my baby.
drank it, immediately made another cup, drank that, and I was like, all right,
That's
yep,
my
I can roll
baby.
with that.
That was my first
It's-
ever roast that was my blend. That's the first one I ever made. Was that one?
I was putting the green beans together, and I was just looking at like the recipe, whatever, and I was like, damn, this is gonna be really good.
Oh, it's
Because I hadn't
delicious.
tried it before, so I was super happy to be the one bagging it and taking home the leftovers, and it's been
It's
super delicious.
delicious.
That's what I've been drinking all week, so
Yeah, it's really
super happy
good.
about it. Yeah.
So you should go out in the store and buy some while we still have some. Because
Okay,
it's
no.
the Baby
My
Jesus.
question is, what is PNG known for? What is their like flavor
Blood
profile?
diamonds.
I mean, honestly, what I get off of P&G is like dark fruits.
Okay.
Dark fruits are really what
Well, I know
get
that like
off
I'm
of
not a
it,
good
and that
taster like that, so I'm
volcanic
like, I
soil
don't know.
tends
Okay.
to come through in it.
Okay.
That's a lot of the people at the Grove City Market that I talk to. That's what they're hitting off
Yeah.
of it too.
Okay.
Now some people will disagree with that
Yeah,
and
yeah.
say they get something else, but
Right.
I really get those dark fruits
Yeah.
off of there, like
It-
currants and
it
things like that.
reminds
I disagree.
me- Somebody had to say it.
I agree with that. I think it's a darker.
So
fruit.
it's really it's more on the fruity side, you would say.
Well,
Some
I
of them
wouldn't
have
say
been
fruity, but
described as wild.
That's yeah. What I would go with something
What does that mean?
like maybe fruity, but like
Some
well,
unexpected.
it reminds me a lot. It looks just like the Guatemalan beans. It's a little bit darker, but they look really, really similar. That's why I was curious, because I am not like, I'm still a cream and sugar girl. I don't really know. Like, I can tell a little bit of differences, but I'm not like a nuancy person like
well,
that.
I'm not nuanced either. I just
Well,
Well, it comes in and The one we have in now, I think, is washed, but we'll get naturals from
Okay.
Papua New Guinea too.
Well,
Those
that-
tend to be really.
That's
those
where
tend
it's
to be
like-
very.
Yeah,
very,
yeah, yeah.
very
Well, that's
Okay, well,
because
that
you
makes
have
sense.
those juices
That makes sense.
still on the bean, so it's really going to impart
Well, I
those
would
flavors
hope.
of the
Yeah,
cherry.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, natural process is my favorite. Any
That's
natural
Oh,
process
that's
is
sumac.
my
The
go-to.
sumac. Well, that's why I love Dark Forest. Is
Yeah.
that naturally
See,
processed
I
sumac.
still can't do dark. I really can't unless I absolutely had to. But even then, it would be reluctant.
Jordan,
Dark,
it's
like
been
as
a
in dark
pleasure
roast?
working with
I sell the shit out of it though. I sell the shit
you.
out of
It's
it.
so good.
And
Yeah.
I will give you all the credit in the world. I still can't do it.
I can't take all the credit. I just forced him to give me a recipe we could do over and over again.
Yeah.
Sumatra does just so good.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Those beans
Yeah.
are really
Favorite
cool.
things to just-
Those are the
Indonesian
coolest
coffee
beans.
in general typically is pretty tasty.
Even other.
Well, wasn't that the
brands,
second birthplace?
I enjoy Sumatra.
Java,
Sure. I
like
enjoy
Java,
those.
all those
Sold one of
places
those
throughout
today.
Indonesia are just absolutely delicious.
Steely.
What's the fave?
What's
My
your fave?
personal favorite?
2022 fave.
My all-time favorite has been the coffee that we brought back from our trip.
The first batch.
The first
El
batch.
Sal.
Yep.
That was mine.
The Dos Manos that I know, that one's been my favorite cup of coffee. I would say it's almost like my favorite plus now nostalgia of like every Saturday I have to have Damoon. Like I have to have it at least once a week because I drank so much of it at the market that I like just get this like feeling, you know, that little like
start
angst
tweaking?
going on. Yeah,
That's
I'm
the
like
Saturday vibe.
gotta have it. So that, and then I would say the Baby Jesus blend. It was
Baby
that's been
Jesus is
really,
solid.
really, really good.
Thunder Lizard is a beast.
Yeah, so I'd say I'm more for like I lean towards a blend and I lean towards definitely knowing that there's natural process in there. I'm not gonna go for a smolder or a cupo or anything like
We'll
that.
get you
That's
there.
just. But I mean, like I like a P&G straight up.
You don't
I
think
like
we're
the
gonna get
single
it?
origin
No, I don't
Mexico.
drink. I don't drink.
You don't like dark?
I'm not a
No,
dark.
I
I
don't drink
wasn't
a dark
honestly.
roast.
I would say the only coffee that I really have been like I don't want to drink that is the Peru. That I feel like I don't know. I
Dark?
couldn't. No, the light roasted Peru.
Oh, you don't like that?
Uh-uh.
Really? That
I just
honey
like I
toffee flavor
couldn't.
you
No,
don't
it
like?
to me it like it
Wow.
smells like a tortilla chip when you like
Really?
it. Like I can't. I don't know what it is, and I just like I'll
Man,
drink
that's
it, and I'm
that's
like I just
interesting.
know.
I've-
Yeah, for
I've
me,
never
I just
smelled
I've
tortilla
had.
chip on it though.
'Cause I think that's my. I think that Peru, that Machu Picchu, is my favorite.
The
Yeah.
The
Machu
Machu
I like that
Picchu
one.
is
Just
really
based
good.
on, strictly based on how much of it I drink.
Oh, dude, I go through it at Grove City like
Because
it's
I
water.
keep pouring another cup. It tastes like another cup
that's-
over and over.
Like you're saying about the El Sal,
Yeah,
like that's the way I feel about the Peru too. Like
just
Yeah.
chug it.
I can drink a pot of it and then make another pot of it and
Yeah.
just keep drinking.
I
it.
get
And-
myself in trouble, get myself heart palpitations.
you start feeling
No,
kind of
I-
weird. You're like I need a
the
snack.
Peru, I have to stop drinking because I start to get
You'll
jitters.
It's so easy to
transcend
just keep
humanity
going.
and just transcend-
What'd
Well,
you
I
say?
learned
Then it
that
becomes
transcend
existential
humanity,
crisis.
just-
if you
yeah.
supplement with
Out-of-body
L-theanins,
Yeah.
that enable you to take more caffeine.
But no, I did.
It's an amino acid.
I feel like for me, now we have coffee at Fangs and Fur. And it's been really, really fun to use my regular customers as experiments of like, okay, you start with this first. You tell me you like a medium or dark roast, whatever.
Try
I'll
this.
give you a few choices. You try this, and then the next
think it
time you
tastes
come
like
in,
tortilla chips?
right? Exactly, exactly. We have a guy in Bela. He wanted the Peru, and I was like, I didn't bring any Peru on purpose, but I have another suggestion for you. I was like, do you trust me? He said, well, I'm gonna try to. And
We'll see.
That's a
We'll answer
very
it.
trusting man if
Oh,
you trusted
I
him.
love him. I want to be like him when I grow up. But
When you
I gave him the Guatemala, the Quinil,
that stuff
and
is good too.
he came back to me like 3 days later and was like, all right, I like that one just as much, if not better. And I was like, okay.
Aha!
So next time, maybe we'll go towards the moon. You know what I mean?
Right.
Something like that. Just keep kind of going up the ladder. But it's been really cool to have people to try different blends and things like that. Even though I don't like dark roasts, I'll have people like, oh, if that's what you prefer, try this. Let me know what you think.
People love them.
So-
People drink them. I'm
No,
happy to-
absolutely. The
Dude,
OGs.
yeah.
You know
Pump
who
that
the
in my
OGs are.
veins. That's my jam.
No,
I
you know
love
who-
Dark Forest. That's what I drink.
You know who the
all
OGs are when they
time.
ask for the dark stuff. I'm like, okay.
I want something that kicks me in the
I
cajones
gotcha.
so I know I'm awake.
Oh,
I'll just
God.
get you more of the Liberica then.
No, that was horrible. That Japanese coffee I brought in, man, that stuff was rough too. It was very burnt. Like it was so dark, it was burnt. Well, you remember we
Yeah,
we
it
all,
was
or
not-
did you
it
get some of
wasn't
that?
very nice.
No, you didn't get some. That stuff, it like I appreciate trying foreign coffees, but that stuff just it was like how they roasted. You could just
Yeah.
get that burnt flavor
So
off.
I'm
of it.
still holding out for the Liberica that I brought because that was not roasted by.
If we roasted, I have
Yeah.
a feeling it'd be better. It just the way they roast in Asia is in those little like turnstile, almost like over a open flame, and it just torches the beans,
Yeah.
which they love, all of them until they try ours. Until I didn't work at TS Tech anymore. I can't tell you how many pounds back to Japan. Every time someone went back to Japan, they were asking me to bring pounds of coffee to send back to Japan. So we infiltrated Japan for a minute there.
Stop
What
Big
we're
in
going to do
Japan.
is we're going to send you out there to open Coffee Mess Japan. Because you're the one amongst us who can pass for Japanese.
Call it
Arigato gozaimasu! Let's
Yeah.
Godzilla Coffee.
go. I zero.
Sorry,
Clint.
probably edit that.
Clint, what's your favorite, man?
Dude, I had a lot of good coffees that I liked, but
Were any of them
What are
here?
you running for office right
Radio
now?
from here?
He's
Yes.
up higher. He's up
Where's
higher.
the babies? I need to
You
kiss
have
the
to
babies.
pick one,
What
Clint.
is it called? Free agent?
I like the Chami. I really like the Chami.
That's a
Yeah,
great
Johnny
choice.
was
That was
pretty
such a
solid.
standout coffee.
It was. It was
I
just
had a
like
friend
eating
of
a
ours that
strawberry tart or
specifically asked me
strawberry
about that
pie.
yesterday.
I love that thing.
That was a
Yeah, you
solid.
know that was.
It's the most fragrant ever when you
Dude,
grind it.
whenever
like, I've never
you
had
roast
something
that,
so
you
fragrant.
knew what was in that roasting chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You knew as soon as it got to that point where it was starting to hit that light roast. You just knew from the smell what was in that roast.
Yeah.
And there's no one that tried it that like as soon as they tried it, they didn't automatically go, oh, like have this big
Yeah, it was a big wow
experience.
coffee. That
Yeah.
coffee wasn't just fragrant, it was flagrant.
Oh, it was so good. But the thing is it's one of those coffees, like, as good as it was, I don't think I could, like, the Peru just sit there and keep going.
Exactly.
Right, right.
Yes.
It's like a one and done.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
your Saturday
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
When you
It's
want your
espresso
fancy
cup.
cup,
Yeah.
that's
So
it.
yeah, I
Yeah.
drink
Then we
1
gotta
2
sit and
cups
sip on
a
it
day,
for a little bit.
and that one just hits me in the right spot, and I'm good.
Yeah.
But if I wanted something that I could just drink, like constantly, like one after another, and be like, oh, I want another one. I want another one of that. It probably would have been the Canil.
Okay.
It's-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's just a good, easy
Yep.
drinker.
Again, just a
Oh, yeah.
smooth.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You know what I did? It's like probably a sin on coffee, but I'm not scared. I took a Swiss Miss hot chocolate with the marshmallows, because I didn't have any honey, and I put that in my cup and filled it up with the quenelle, and oh my gosh,
All those
it
in
was
favor
so
of removing
good.
her from this panel?
I am here for everybody. I am here for everybody else.
The
I love
2023
it.
Coffee
I love
Mess
it.
team is going to look a little different.
Okay. Desperate times
We're
calls
going
for
back to a
desperate measures.
male-dominated warehouse.
This is what happens when you bring the ladies in.
When, they bring the
At least it
they
wasn't
bring
like
the marshmallows.
pumpkin spice latte. Yeah.
You need to
That
get
would-
That's
I mean,
probably
I
next
I mean,
year.
it is.
It adds
But
that.
like no, it was delicious.
Again,
it
that's
was
what
just
we're talking
sweet
about,
enough,
is,
but like oh my gosh, it was like that little bit of sugar high plus the coffee at the same time.
Well, you know what's
It's
so
so good.
funny though is that
Taste.
all
I love the sweetness though.
all the events I do between the Grove City bands, markets, as well as the Grove City market every year, everybody's like, well, I use a lot of cream and sugar. That's like, man, I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as you're drinking my coffee,
No,
I could
absolutely.
care less
But the
what
thing
you put
I
in it.
always tell people, if you doctor your cups the same, like I know for me when I'm making my whatever cup on a Saturday morning, if I'm at the farmer's market, 2 cream, 2 sugar, and that's probably a lot for some people too. But like I know if I always make it the same way, you can taste the difference.
Yeah.
To me, I can still like taste the difference in the coffee if you like
Yeah.
kind of doctor it similar.
Sure, if you keep that constant.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
fresh roast is
For
going to
sure.
be
I like-
superior to what most people are used to. Anyhow.
So we
Oh,
made
absolutely.
a
Fresh
good
roasted
point,
coffee
right?
makes all the
'Cause it's like
difference.
We've all got different tastes, right?
Oh,
We've
sure.
all
Yeah,
got-
absolutely.
we've all
No,
got our
for
own
sure,
thing, and
for
it's like,
sure.
so
That's the best part
just
about
the
it.
different selections shows. I think that's something that we do well. Is
we have something for everyone.
we have a wide,
Yeah,
a wide
absolutely,
gamut
absolutely.
of.
Well, I mean,
Okay, you want super dark, smoky truck stop coffee, we got that.
Yeah.
You know, you want like.
Or you
super
been to
light-
Italy?
Yes.
I had a guy come to me at the shop, and
Yeah.
he was like, "Hey, I just went to Italy. I love the coffee. I want to try something that's
Cup
the
of-
Italian roast."
Yep.
Yep.
And I gave it to him. He was like, "Wow, that was
Nailed
delicious."
it.
Well,
Yeah.
what about our light roast? Lundgren.
Or to like the
Yeah.
light roast. You know, you've got the
Tastes like
single
tea.
origin lighter
Mhm.
roast.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah.
got
I
tea.
dig that, like the floral.
Well, yeah,
stuff
it's
and
so
that.
weird.
The
Our light
and the
roast.
Hanzo, the Jurgen the Hanzo, were like those ones surprised me. I felt like those were kind of sleepers.
I miss the Hondo. We haven't had that out in a minute.
I want to try that Kenya, man. We need to break that bag.
We do. That'll be something we'll bust into in
How about we make that our start of the new
New
year,
year.
bless the year with the Kenya.
Well, we've got the Kenya. We've also got the barrel.
Well, the barrel will be coming out beginning of the year, but that's like bougie special. Dude, this
Special
barrel is going to
occasion.
be good, too. It's going to be real good, because we put that not the Monsoon Malabar.
The nugget.
Nugget.
Mysore
We
nugget.
put that nugget in there, and what's
Yeah.
cool about that nugget is because they grow it around all the other spices, you get that cardamom, you get those beautiful Indian spices in that coffee, and that mixed with that spiciness of that rye. Oh my God, that's going to be so good. I can't wait. I'm like jonesing. I'm shaking.
the
should we
Echo
call
Spirits
that?
Rye Whiskey Barrel.
We
Yes, Echo Spirits.
should Echo
Yes.
Spirits. Check them out.
Echo.
What should we call that? Super duper goodness in a bag.
Super nuggets.
I think
I
I should
think we're
call
gonna have
it
to call. We're gonna call that
Drunken Nugget.
Drunken Nugget. That's a good
The
one.
drunk nugs.
I like.
Nugget.
Drunken Nugget is
These
good. I
nuts.
might look for like a Bollywood reference. to
Why not
call it.
Steely Dan? That's what you do all the time, man. You love your Steely Dan references.
If I could find a Steely Dan reference, that
I mean, two of our coffees are
References
named after
Bollywood.
Steely.
I know.
Steely D'Anville and Beats Without a Name, which are both excellent.
I would say Beast. Actually,
Beast
I would
is
say
my
that
jam.
would be top for like
that
a
was
close
the
three
best
for sure.
idea we ever did
Yeah.
when you and I sat down and said, let's put
Yep,
the
yep,
peanut
yep.
butter of that El Sal with that dark roasted next. Oh my lord.
That's
Chocolate,
Sell
peanut
that
butter.
one all
ton.
day.
That's fantastic as espresso too.
Oh, it's
Mhm.
fantastic
Yeah.
as everything.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
there's not a coffee we have outside of Monsoon Malabar by itself. Because it's a little leathery.
Some
Yeah,
people
it's
love
chocolate.
that.
I didn't mind it.
I
You-
honestly, I like the beans.
That's
Dude,
like the Scotch guy,
I'll just
right?
like
Yeah,
keep a bean
that's
in my
like
mouth
the
and like
Scotch.
chew
Yeah.
on it.
What about the I'll never forget my favorite stupid blunder we did was when we took the I got that crazy idea to use the SCOBY and we put the that stuff tasted like vinegar. Now, I will say we
That was all
took
around horrible.
no, it wasn't.
As soon as
It
I
was
had
not
to
bad.
Google,
Hold on,
Google
hold on, hold on.
SCOBY, it was over. It should have been over right
That
We-
doesn't even,
when
that
you
doesn't even
took-
sound good.
When we took the post cold brew and did it, it wasn't as bad. But when we put the beans in before and put the beans in the SCOBY juice, that was abysmal. But I actually enjoy the
cold
Like
brew.
the
cold
brew.
brew when it was and when I did the SCOBY for 2 weeks with it because it actually it had that little bit of that flavor you're gonna get from kombucha, but the coffee kind of overrid it. But it wasn't that nasty vinegar. But when we did the beans, I don't know what happened, but that was rough.
SCOBY.
Yeah, the SCOBY was rough.
I didn't like the cold brew.
No
either.
more-
And
so no more
everybody-
fungus.
Well, you don't like kombucha.
No.
Though.
No more fungus with your coffee. It'll never happen.
I feel like that. I mean, I love kombucha.
I thought it was
But-
delicious.
Is the point of kombucha for your body to completely empty
Dude,
itself?
I will
Yeah,
tell
is
you
that the
right
point?
now.
I mean,
Every
it's
time I
good
drank that
bacteria.
stuff, dude,
It's
every
good
time I
bacteria.
drank that stuff, within at least a day, I felt like a brand new man, and I felt 10 pounds lighter. We do not need to. You can figure out for yourself. I'm not going to say it on camera.
It tastes like
It
that's
was-
what it's supposed to do.
It was
Well,
good.
okay,
I like
well,
kombucha.
I mean, I do too. I do
That's-
too.
and
But I
that's
feel like it's one of those
cool.
things that maybe you like condition yourself. Like I tell myself like it's good for me, so I should drink it.
I don't even need to tell myself it was good for me. I thought it was delicious. I drank 2 full bottles
No,
of it
I like
because
it.
no one else would
I
drink
did
it.
like the ginger stuff that Drank Tank did. The
That
kombucha.
ginger kombucha.
I did like that.
No, see, that would be
I
tasty.
ginger. I
I
feel
like
like
ginger,
you got to
so
be
it's like-
careful.
it's one
But
of
I
those-
like it when it's
Yeah,
done
you
right.
can
Oh,
overpower
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
I like
You
ginger,
can.
but not when you make
Dude.
vinegar out of it.
Well, it's
One of
like-
my
it's like
favorite
ginger
speaking
ale.
of ginger, when we were at the donut shop when you were still behind the bar, last Christmas or 2 Christmases ago, where we cut up the candy ginger and put it in that one drink we made. That thing was fire.
Yeah.
That drink was
Yeah.
insane.
So good.
What do we call that one?
We did it with the Thunder Lizard because of the fact that was the year Thunder Lizard came out, because Thunder Lizard was designed to also be espresso too, so we could make holiday drinks with it.
So you're using the espresso.
Yeah, I
and
forget
then-
what we called it, but it was the candy ginger and something else was
That
in it.
makes
But
sense.
I just
It had
remember it
candy,
was so
ginger,
good.
and cayenne.
Yeah,
Ooh.
cayenne. I think it was. It was so good. Oh,
And marshmallows.
yeah. See, so you're not that far off. I guess you're back in the
It was. We designed that to be.
club. It was so good.
redundant.
Oh,
That's just
I also
bougie.
like the
That's
Mocha
just
Choco
bougie.
BS, where we just put the what was it, the
We
tea
put
bag
frappe mix and a mint tea bag in some coffee.
in some espresso. It was
no, it
amazing.
was just drip coffee.
No, it was espresso and drip coffee.
Was it both?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
right.
I wanted to be wired. I
Oh.
told you, I came in and
Oh,
said,
God.
make me a Mocha Choco bowl after Bat Dad. And that was what you made me, and I forever will love that damn drink.
Let's
It's
talk
good.
about cold brew.
What about it?
Cold brew fan?
I
love
like cold brew in the summertime, and cold brew is actually
Yeah.
something I can usually tolerate to drink black. I've kind of started to
I'm the other way
condition
around.
myself.
it. You have to have
Um,
it mixed?
I don't have to, but I enjoy, like, that's one of the few drinks that if I drink it cold, I will mix stuff
I feel
with
like-
it, shake
Really?
it up.
Now, for me, my
Yeah, you
like
gotta shake it.
Gotta shake it. You gotta shake it.
sense of taste is like not my strong sense. So, for me, if it's like cold, I feel like it has less like, it's less
You know you can heat it
fragrant,
up,
whatever.
right?
No, absolutely, but it's not the same if you make cold brew and put it in the microwave.
Yeah,
What?
actually, I
You
don't
don't put
do
the
it.
Absolutely
cold brew
not.
in the microwave.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You
like,
can do it two different
No,
ways.
no,
You can
absolutely
steam
not.
it,
No, no, no.
or you put it in a pan on your stove and warm it.
no,
that
I
way.
usually do it.
Water.
No, you use hot water and cold
add it to the
concentrate.
cold
You
concentrate.
take your water and you nuke it till it's boiling, and then
add
you
the
just
cold.
top it up
Then you
with
cut it.
concentrate out of the fridge.
Whatever, it's good. I like it. I drink
I
it
love
black,
to
though.
make it.
I
love
drink
to make
everything
it.
black.
My girlfriend has one of those like nice glass ones with the filter in the middle.
The Chemex or whatever.
I have no idea what brand it is, but it's so easy, and then it just has like a little metal
Oh,
cap
the
on
cold
it.
brew maker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so I love to make it, and I wish I had somebody to like just make it for, because we have
can make it
leftover
for me.
beans.
Cold brew fan?
T-Rex, I would love to make some cold brew for you.
I don't-
I would
really
love
will.
to have your cold.
Okay.
I don't. Ever
Well, it might
drink
be a little bit of a serendipity,
Swag.
but I'll try to keep track of what it is.
That's all good.
I'll drink it.
I like
I'll-
serendipity.
No,
I'll drink it
I
hot.
feel like you can never go wrong with just pulling from the bucket.
No, that's one of my favorites too. Is when we have the serendipities, because you
Sorry.
never know what it is. And
Never
it's
know
always
what it
good.
is.
Yeah.
I was
It's always
saying,
good.
My mom always wants that. I always send that to my mom.
Yeah.
She always
Well,
wants
if your
grab
mom
bag,
cruise,
blend
you
of
know it's
blends.
good.
My mom loves blends.
See, my mom loves dark forest.
My mom's a dark
That's
drinker. too.
probably
She's
why
a
I
OG.
like dark coffee too.
My
It's
mom,
because
like,
my
that's how
family.
they start their day, is like a pot of coffee each.
I start my day with a Red Bull, then I drink a pot of coffee, then I'm still asleep, so I drink more Red Bull.
I love
bad.
Red Bull. I love Red Bull. But I just mostly
just-
drink coffee.
And you get sleep. You get actual
Caffeine does
sleep.
not anymore. My kitten came home
Oh,
finally
that's right.
after 3 weeks in the vet's office of those bills. We don't want to talk about that on here. Ugh.
R.I.P.
But
to your
she's
bank
finally
account.
home. Huh?
I said R.I.P. to your bank account.
Yeah. $3,600 later.
I know how it goes.
Better be a meerkat.
Better write a freaking best-selling novel.
No.
Better poop coffee.
Right.
Wait, isn't there?
Kopi
There's a
Luwaki,
cat shit
something?
coffee or something?
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
We've done. Yeah, I bought
Kopi
a
Luwaki,
quarter
yeah.
pound of it, and we roasted it that one
You
day.
know what it
Okay,
tastes
all I
like?
gotta say,
Coffee.
Best coffee.
Yeah.
No, it was good. It looked
It's
weird
good.
though. The green beans of that looked so weird because it was white and green from the stomach acid changing the colors.
Oh.
It was so good
That
though.
was
It
before
was
my
worth
time.
every penny. I hate that I love it because I want to buy more, but at
It's so
$60
expensive,
for
yeah,
a quarter
yeah.
pound, I'm not
Yeah,
not
we were-
even roasted.
we were looking at prices of coffee from Hawaii the other day, and it was like 10
No,
times.
Kona's
It
ridiculous.
was like
Kona?
10 times.
So is
Yeah.
Blue Mountain. Blue Mountain's ridiculous.
Where's that from?
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Okay.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Jamaican Blue
Yeah.
Mountain, if you get true Blue Mountain, not fake, it is a delicious
Yeah.
cup, but
Who was
it's
doing that,
just so
Jennings?
expensive.
Yeah, that makes
They
sense.
have Blue Mountain?
Zeke's has done it. That's where I roasted it.
I thought Jennings or somebody had it. Somebody had it at Coffee Fest. this
That's
year.
always been too rich for my blood.
You mean
to-
money wise or taste
Yeah,
wise?
yeah. No, money wise. Money wise.
Well, we were just talking about it. I was just curious because I do a lot of like putting together the roasts and stuff like that now, so I'm like looking more at like, oh, where's this from? Like not just looking at, oh, Kimbata or whatever. It's like, no, where did this come from? So then you start to get an idea of that.
Quiz time.
Yeah, we have fun with map and globe time.
Yeah, and then he points it out, and I get
That's
a whole
another thing
history
we
lesson. But this is exactly how I've learned. Like I was gonna say, I've only really now been like into the coffee. It'll be a year in February when we went
Has it
to
been that long?
El
I
Salvador
would
at the end
say
of
there's probably
January.
only
Oh well.
4,
God, it's been a year.
It's been
5 people
well,
that can
this-
find Java on a map.
Right.
Not many people know where Java is.
well,
I do.
I
Don't
had
even
no
know
idea.
Java's a place?
And well, okay,
Right.
now ignorance is bliss. You know what I mean? And if nobody's told you, why would
Right.
would you
ever
know?
Google,
Yeah,
is there a place named
exactly.
Java?
And if you're
Well-
not into coffee,
But that's the funny thing is when I was on my cruise this year, the one guy that was our waiter at our table was from Java, and I
Mhm.
actually had a long conversation about Java and coffee because his family actually picks
Google
one
it.
oh
of
my
the.
gosh,
Java's
yeah.
a place.
And we had the conversation. He's like, "Wow, you know what Java is?" I was like, "Yeah, I know where it is. I know exactly where it is." He's like,
Right.
"Whoa, it's yeah."
Yeah,
it's,
no,
it's
but it's
funny.
really fun because I feel like over the last year from being around you guys and being able to hear you guys talk to people, and then I get to learn things, and being at Coffee Fest and the farmers market and being here, like it's constantly you get to talk more about it and learn more about it, and there's always so much more to it.
Yeah.
But it's fun. Then you get to talk to people if you're like me. So
Or if you're like me, that's the introvert, you get in there, do your talking, and go home and rest for 10 days. Nobody talk to me.
no, then I just need to go home and build something, and then I feel better about myself.
So we mentioned it a few times. Coffee Fest.
I love Coffee Fest.
That was fun.
It's
We're
like,
gonna
I
start-
know
we're
you
gonna
don't
start-
I
like
feel
it,
like
but it's,
there needs to be a better
We'll
system.
start with Jordan. Highlight from Coffee Fest.
The thing I like most is there's always going to be local people who don't know who you are, and being able to connect with people. We're all there's so many people in Columbus, and there's so many different things that could connect us, and it's a lot of times you might meet somebody because of coffee, but then you find out that they own a bar or that they have dogs, and then they go to this business or whatever, and then you get to connect with people that way. And for me, I just feel like, I don't know, it's fun.
extrovert.
No, I feel like, yeah, no, and I am somebody who really, I love to travel, and I love like novelty experiences, and coffee is one of those things where if you're like, you can't afford to travel or whatever it may be, or you're like, I just want to try something different, that's something super tangible that you could pick wherever on the map, and you could try coffee from somewhere. So I feel like sometimes that like scratches my travel itch, being able to pick a different region or a place I haven't tried
Like I
before.
said, just learn about some
Yeah.
place.
Yeah,
Like,
it's-
where
And then
is this
it's
place? Where is
absolutely
it?
different processes
Well, that's
too.
even-
It's like I thought, when a bean was a bean when I first got started, and then you learn about wash, and then you learn about natural process or patio dry or the monsoon Malabar. Like there's so many, or the wet hold. That
yeah.
it's like, and we're like, wait, what? You were like, what? We had to watch an entire like 5-minute video on telling us what it was, and then we're like, okay, that makes sense,
sense.
whatever.
See, that's like
The
when I
honey
traveled around
process.
town.
Something.
Different.
I did
There's
it.
there's so many different flavor nuances and
Well,
spices.
even in the
and-
U.S., if you travel to different towns and try the roasteries in those
Yeah.
towns, like when I was back in Pittsburgh last week for work, or 2 weeks ago now, I stopped at one of the local roasters there, and I had a conversation with them about their
Okay, and
roasting
you're calling
and
me
everything.
an extrovert. You're over here. I had a conversation with everybody. Yeah, go ahead.
You know what? You just lost your license. No, but I mean, like, I like to try the different roasteries throughout the U.S. when I visit cities. Like when I was down visiting, or in Chicago, I tried one of those local. It's just neat to see what other people were doing with coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never appreciated coffee until I got to go to El Salvador and then start working with you guys and everything. Like, coffee was just coffee to me. And now I'm like kind of nerdy about it.
Well,
and
that's
if you
like
really
that
want to
clove
go down
coffee.
that rabbit hole, I could go there. Yeah. So
That
we
clove
can
coffee
do it.
we had in the town with the 9 volcanoes at breakfast.
Wayua.
The what
Yeah,
coffee?
but that they put clove in. They ground
Clove.
clove
Oh,
and
okay.
put it in the coffee. It was an interesting experience.
Mhm.
Now I would have never thought to do that, but this place, that's what they did, and it was actually really. I enjoyed
I
it.
hear orange
My
zest,
favorite-
but not clove.
Mm.
My favorite was when we were in El Salvador and Daniel was talking about picking coffee for the elders, and he was like, "You give me like the lowest of the low. Like we cannot have them hyped up." Like he was like,
We don't want these
"That's."
old people
He's like,
jacked up.
"That's why we need like the shitty like." He didn't say that, but like the
The low
low
grade.
grade whatever because they want to drink so much of it, and we cannot have like the older
Bouncing
people
off the
being
walls.
hyped up. Yeah, I was dying. I
would be
literally,
fun.
I was
That'd be
laughing.
fun.
But he's like got his list, and we're like going through the grocery store faster than I've ever done before. But oh my gosh, he's so funny.
Clint, what's yours?
Coffee
What were we
Coffee
fest.
talking
fest
about
memory.
Yeah,
again?
sorry,
What's your coffee
Coffee fest.
fest?
Oh
Takeaway.
man, I just like getting mileage out of
but
my
it was very
kilt.
busy.
My kilt. That's
Uh,
funny.
Yeah, no, I
And your spiked boots.
yeah, I wore those last time.
Yeah.
Those things killed me,
goats.
man.
I
The
can't
goats
imagine
were
one of
cool.
Shh.
Yeah.
Don't ruin
Gene
my
Simmons
part.
wore 'em
I'm
too.
sorry. I'm sorry. What? What if that could have been part of
Extrovert.
it?
No, but I did like mainly just meeting other people. I ran into a lot of people that I knew just from
Yeah.
either around my neighborhood
Mhm.
or around Hilliard, and just connecting with them on a newer level with coffee. So I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
What about you, Tim?
The highlight of Coffee Fest is always the same for me.
When it's over.
No.
Unpacking the man.
Toward the end of each session, but each day mostly when people come back and
When you get,
tell me that ours was their favorite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that is.
Or that they
That's-
waited to buy something, and then they come back around
they
to
come
get their bag
actually
because
come
they were
back.
like,
And
"This
and then they
is
find
really
out
the
we're
best
sold
one."
out of the one they want.
Well, we tell them, hey, this is all we have, buy it. But those are like the feathers that I
Mhm.
put in my cap.
Yeah.
I agree
People
with
come
that.
Absolutely.
back to pay their respects. I really appreciate that. Other
Yeah.
than that, my fantasy about Coffee Fest is not doing it.
Well,
Somehow
unfortunately,
having it happen, but it not me. It's good.
Yeah.
that's not how the business will expand, unfortunately.
He's building his forces.
You
He's
know
building
what?
his
No,
forces.
it was
guys.
fun though because you got to go around and like take some pictures and stuff like that.
Mhm.
You got to connect with some people. Like I feel like we held down the fort.
Well, I hope that's
Oh, sure.
something that
Well,
we've been
T-
The
able.
T-Rex.
rain didn't help.
Yeah, the rain and wind were a problem, but T-Rex,
Yeah,
is there
no, you guys.
preaching the gospel. of
No,
Coffee
absolutely,
Fest.
no,
Dark
for
Forest.
sure.
Dude, I no.
Highlight of Coffee Fest.
No, you're
Dark
next.
Forest.
No, you're next.
I'm last.
Oh, you're last.
Yes, I asked the question. I'm last.
Alright, so mine's twofold. Once again, like I said, going around, like going to cities, but also getting to go around and experience. Because it's not just Columbus coffee that's there. There's Cincinnati's there, Cleveland's there. There's a couple different places.
We had
People
some
from El
Indy,
Salvador.
I think.
Indy, there was also El Salvador was there.
The
But
chai
it's,
lady.
it's nice
Oh,
to go
she's so
around.
nice.
Now, I will tell
she
you
is
right
a hustler.
now,
I love her.
great.
I
I
love
will
her.
tell you-
She's so nice.
there are some that I had there that I was not a fan of.
Coffees?
Yeah, there were,
Sure.
but there were
Yeah.
some that were exceptional.
Yeah.
Like our friends from the Fika in El
Mhm.
Salvador, theirs was delicious. But I have to say, my highlight was getting my picture taken with Beignet, the little baby goat, in the sweater. That was awesome. I love that little farm. I wish I could remember the name of it. I follow him on Instagram, and it's fun. Harrison Farm or something. Yeah. Super sweet lady. If you get a chance, you should talk to her. She's awesome.
Yeah.
But
very cool.
meeting Beignet and getting to hold him was my highlight of. To heck with the people. We all know I prefer animals.
T-Rex's birthday. Take him to a petting zoo.
Yes.
For T-Rex, get him a goat.
Or a cat. No,
Maybe don't
just
get him
cats.
his own
Sir,
goat.
you must be
Mhm.
this tall to ride this ride. You can't get on this. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay.
Just give me a cat. I'm good.
For me, it was just, not being with Tim since day one, but shortly thereafter. Just being able to see you be there, and It is. You know, it's a lot of work. We're
Yeah.
talking about Columbus
No,
Coffee Fest. It's
it's-
in September.
September. It's like
yeah.
the third weekend of September.
End of September, middle of September.
It's busy.
It's a huge thing at the Ohio Historical Society. You buy a ticket and you can come for different hours that they have slotted out, but
You get
it's
a
it's a
cup.
big thing. It's a really cool thing to be a part of, and to see you go from card table operation to what you have now,
And what we're going
and to be able to give you the opportunity to, like Jordan said, hey, go walk around, talk to some people, hang out,
Absolutely.
do whatever. We got it. Like
We
we
can
can
hold it
sell
down.
coffee. We've proven that we
Absolutely.
can sell coffee. To give you that opportunity to go and do that and refresh yourself and just network and shake hands and see the guys that
That's
you know.
important
I
too.
remember the guys from Jennings coming in and sitting at the bar at the donut shop. You know, like, hey,
Oh,
we're
nice.
thinking about doing this thing and doing whatever, and then now they're doing what they're doing. right?
Before they were roasting?
Well, they had just started like down in Grove City or whatever, right? Wasn't that the Jennings guys?
I don't remember.
Jenny's Java used to do. They were actually the
long-hair
coffee
guys,
at
right?
Grove City farmers markets before they left because they moved to German Village and we took over.
German
after.
Village, that's where they were.
They're in
Yeah.
German Village now,
Yeah.
but they actually used to. Grove City Farm Market was
Their
Jennings,
thing,
I
yeah.
believe.
So I mean, so it's
Yeah.
like just seeing those people and seeing the guys from Roosevelt and the guys from these different places and just being able to hang out and having the people from Tio Conejo, the Shami people, having them be
Oh,
there and
Yep,
show
yep,
up.
yep.
Their energy
and-
is
and just
insane.
Yeah.
be able to, I mean, to go someplace where it's like, wow, like Jordan was saying about the farm, like this is the lady who lives on the farm that grows the coffee that's in your cup. Like it's just, it's cool.
It's a
And-
different level of appreciation.
Yeah, to see like the whole thing.
I
come
blew
together.
somebody's mind the other day when I told them that it's a coffee cherry, like it's a fruit.
Right.
And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yes, this is a seed
Right.
that comes from a fruit." She was like,
I want to try
Like,
that tea.
she's also like does like coding professionally.
Yeah,
I'm
that
like, your
tea that's
brain
made
is
from
like
those
smart and
cherries. I
different.
wanna try
That's
that.
different.
So for me, that was just the highlight.
But I
was
had
just
no
to be
idea
there
either.
and-
I didn't know coffee grew on a tree. I didn't know people had to literally hand
Is it a
pick
tree or a shrub?
It's a tree.
Well, it's like a small.
Technically, it's
It's a tree, and they're literally
looks like a bush.
planted in like vertical rows on like
The side of a
inclined.
volcano.
Yes,
Yeah.
and people are these my size people walking around with sacks on their back. You know what I mean? Pulling these cherries off. It's like that's just to get the fruit off the tree,
Yeah.
and then there's 7 steps to get to the bean. And then we get that. Then there's more steps to roasting it,
Right.
and then preparing
Well,
it.
and
It's
seeing
like
what they're walking up to, it's like
What?
some of those volcanoes are
That's
like
what I'm
that.
saying,
Yeah,
like,
it's insane.
I mean, I first started drinking coffee because I used to work nights and I had to stay awake. And I used to go out in the shop and the guys would be drinking the nastiest, cheapest, whatever ground stuff that they could find. And probably why I love cream and sugar in my coffee still because I had to.
Yeah, you
But
have to.
for
to palate it.
7.5 years, that's what I did. And then once I learned about it, I was like, okay, not every cup of coffee has to be dark and gross and, you know, full of crap, whatever. But yeah, to see that whole process of like, this is what people do. Like, people, and there's not a machine going up and down these roads. Like, these people are walking around and picking these fruit, and then they have to sort it, and then the one that we got was a patio dry, so they have these huge concrete patios where they're spreading these beans out and everything. Like, when you see all that, like, you're like, okay.
It's not just push the button on the Keurig. And,
Yeah,
you
and,
know, it's-
but
so it's-
that's what coffee is to most people.
Right.
So
Yeah.
for me, I love when people will give me the time to talk to them because I love to talk to everybody and just share with them. Well, just share with them. Like, people
well, that's
don't
where
know.
Coffee Fest is a good experience.
And I wouldn't
for
know
that,
until
to
Jason did that for me.
to just walk around.
And he, all the time, would be like,
Hear
hey,
different
come
things.
get coffee. Hey, come get coffee. And it just was, come get coffee and hang out and whatever. And then it was like, okay, try this. Try that. You know what I mean? Working
she
with
came
him.
for the
like,
scones, but she stayed for the coffee.
okay, when you get free scones, you come when they call. You come if they say
bait 'em
I
with the
have
scone and then
if I have a brown paper bag full of scones, I'm coming.
Well, I mean, that's one of the things I love the most too, though, is like both at Grove City and Coffee Fest when the people that I saw last year come
Speaking of-
back and talk. And it's like, hey guys, how you been? Like Grove
Yeah.
City, I have my people that I see
Oh my
every
God.
week, and I
For
have,
sure.
you know, and I
Absolutely.
enjoy talking to them. Like,
Yes.
believe it or not, my introverted butt, I actually enjoy it. I enjoy talking, but it's just a lot. At the
Yeah.
end of it, I am done.
That's okay. We respect that. Boundaries. You
So
gotta, self-awareness
it is nice
everything.
to get because even when they come from the market and I see them at the band bazaars, you know, the Grove City band bazaars, and they didn't realize they're, oh, T-Rex, what are you doing here? I'm here all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You know, and it's cool.
Well, you make those connections with people, and you know our product means something to them.
Yeah.
Well, that's the nutshell, right?
Yeah.
Well, and I feel like coffee is something that no matter where you go or what you're doing, you're probably going to be able to connect with most people with it. Every once in a while, you're going to catch that person that doesn't drink coffee.
And they'll
but for
let
the
you
most
know
part-
about it, too.
Well, no, absolutely. They'll shut you down real quick.
Actually,
I love the smell of it.
Yeah.
I love the smell of it, but I just can't drink it.
Y'all
I
talking
get-
about
oh.
your parents drinking
Oh.
pots of coffee a day. My
Yeah.
parents are like,
Pots of tea.
you keep that.
Yeah.
Like, we'll stick to our Mountain Dew in the morning.
Mountain Dew.
Gosh,
Mountain
yeah,
Dew.
okay.
Mountain Dew.
Oh yeah, I mean, and that's fine. That's absolutely
Hey,
fine.
you know what? Whatever floats your boat.
yeah,
Like,
for sure.
So here's the theme for me, right? Is what I'm picking up.
Mm-hmm.
We've all got
Connection.
different tastes, right? We've all got different. Hey, I like this. I like this. I like this.
Absolutely.
I like this.
Which may or
We
may not
all
reflect our
enjoy-
personalities.
The aspect of talking to people, sharing about the product, sharing about the process, sharing about our group, right? And that's what it is. It's, you know, shocking. We're not millionaires.
What?
not yet.
But
Are you kidding me?
But we are millionaires in the sense that I stopped at a donut shop in 2014, 15, and got coffee at 4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning because the sign was on. And I met a dude named Jordan, and then I met a dude named Tim, and then, you know, we met a dude named T-Rex, and we met a dude.
Well, that's
named-
It was
how I-
We met a
organic.
girl named Jordan, and,
Yes.
and this is it. So it's like, for me, that's the big picture of what we do and why we do it.
I
It's
met-
not, we're not getting rich. We're not,
No.
you know, doing whatever. It's just, but it's something cool that we all get to do, and it's something that we can build on, and it's something we can have fun with, and it's something that we can, you know, share.
And teach people about.
Share people, share
Yeah.
information with
Listen,
people.
I almost
And help
didn't
them
get this
appreciate
job.
it.
All right, let's talk about our origin story there, Tim.
Oh my
First time I sit down with Tim, and it's all because
I had
Alex.
to leave the country for him to get
No.
out.
But Alex
Okay.
Alex
that-
reached out to you to give me green beans because I was roasting and it was hard to find them. So I come in to meet Tim. Sitting down with Tim, we talked, had a good conversation. I said, well, can I come around sometime maybe and learn something from it? We'll see, which was basically Tim telling me to go pound salt. And that is my start at the coffee mess, is how I came into this company was because I was always around his little favorite dingleberry that wouldn't go away. But seriously, I was told to go pound salt pretty much in Timmy's.
Tell you to pound salt.
He pretty much showed up enough to where it's like, he's here more than most
You're not gonna get rid
employees.
of
We
him.
should-
Okay.
We should just,
I mean, I
Let him
showed
do
up for
something.
like 3 months and just stamped bags.
wait, this is a guy who's in a motorcycle club. So, like, you get the hang around thing, dude. You had to be a hang around for a while.
Oh, you got to do
I
your
mean, that's
time. man.
honestly, that's any business. That's how I got my job
Clint
at
gets
Fangs.
paid in pieces of concrete that we find in the beans.
that are magnetized.
Magnetized
right?
because
The L-
they hit our magnets
The
when
L
we
cell has been very good.
very
Yeah.
good.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
That was really good to Clint.
Wait, have you guys actually,
He got paid on Thursday.
actually been pieces of metal?
Metal rocks. Cool.
Yeah,
my God.
whenever
Yeah.
there's concrete,
I
they
mean-
have there's metal mixed in
Oh
concrete.
my god.
Tim
So
told
that's
me,
why those magnets are on our bucket when we're
What?
dumping them to catch all that.
Tim told me that if you ever find a coffee roaster and he doesn't have a little jar full of rocks and metal and coins and who knows what else,
Okay, so
don't buy
I mean,
coffee from him because he hasn't been doing it long enough to find these
Yeah.
things.
Oh, I can't tell you all the stuff
I believe
between
it.
popcorn. We've got
Exactly,
popcorn.
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
that's fun.
And this is why. And I feel like, you know what?
Wait, is that year 2 or 3 that we let her in on the rocks?
I don't know that she'll ever earn it because she doesn't
Well, we
know.
just did it, so I
She
think.
doesn't know.
Are
what
you
she
cutting
did
my
yet.
pay? You guys cutting my pay here?
Well, I just thought she
George
may
Orton
know
did
about
Find the
it.
rocks, you gotta give them to Clint.
Yeah, those are Clint's.
Oh, okay, I got you. I'm
Okay, his
totally
His
okay
precious
with
is
that.
the
I
only
am
way
okay
he
with
gets
that.
paid.
I'm okay with
It's my
that.
precious.
It's so funny. Every
Now I
time I
know.
find one, here you go,
Now I
Clint, you're
know.
paid.
Yay!
That's how.
Anyhow, I
okay.
know
Well,
Tim
mean,
probably
hey,
is ready to close this up.
Yeah, we need to land this. We need to land this aircraft.
Land this pig!
Wait,
I'd
can we
like-
do it again?
We'll do it. We'll do it another time.
I don't know.
It's fine. We'll see how this
We'll
one
do it
turns
next
out.
year.
Wait,
What I would like to do
My
to
favorite
wrap
New
up,
Year's joke.
Hold on, let Tim finish. The boss is speaking.
to wrap up, let's talk about next year.
I quit.
Kind of keep an eye on what's happening.
Clint's
I
getting raised.
thought I was going to lose you this year,
Well,
and I almost
No,
did.
there was a period of time.
yeah, it's not official. Yeah, I mean, it may still happen, but it's not going to be anytime soon.
So, looking forward 2023. A lot of things are
Oh my gosh,
coming
it's gonna
up.
be
There's
crazy.
growth that needs to happen.
Will
I
happen.
need to focus on adding more wholesale clients. We've got a roaster in the desert that we need to get here. That's been a
Should I, you know what? I might
Wait, I
just
thought
get
that
them
was
to send me
happening.
out to California with my new job and drive that stupid thing back.
That would be cool.
I'm here for it.
It's a beautiful roaster.
big is it?
If we can get it's a full it's,
It's
a
a
quarter
quarterback.
bag.
Quarter, yeah.
We can do a
That
quarter
doesn't
of a
tell me
bag.
how big it is.
30-pound roaster.
Yeah, but like
35 pounds.
We do
it'll
eight
occupy
grams.
about the same space.
Oh, okay.
We do
that's
8
what I
pounds.
meant by the size of it.
Just thinking that we do 8 pounds
Probably 2
approximately right
pallets.
now. So we'll be doing 35 with this new roaster in one shot.
Okay,
so
so
that's
it's gonna be considerably
we're
bigger.
doing like 3 to 4 roasts in one shot.
But
I
is
think
it
he's
just
got
the
it on
bottom
2
part?
pallets. Like 2
But it's the
full
entire
pallets,
thing.
like head high pallets.
Oh, okay. That'd be fun.
It's not that big. The roast chamber
It's
is.
not that big.
But it's completely different because it's gas too instead of electric. So that's gonna
Mm.
be fun to learn on
Uh-oh.
gas as well.
So new roaster coming,
New roaster coming.
wholesale growth,
Market season's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I'm hoping to add
hopefully
another.
new market
hope it'll-
ventures.
Like to add another farm market.
If
Three
we can
market
get somewhere on
season.
Sundays too.
We've been talking.
We're gonna be
Yeah.
roasting all week.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No sleep for
Hey,
If
if
we're
we get the
gonna-
new roaster, that'll be done like an hour.
Well, that's true too.
Right.
All right,
what
that's
happens.
it. We're taking a field trip out to the desert on a horse with no name.
Good lord.
That'll be a
Well, that
long
sounds
ride.
delightful. Anyway, to our customers, friends, family, people who are interested at all, for anyone who the coffee mess means something to you, thank you so much.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
for sure.
Happy holidays, happy New Year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Merry
Get some
Christmas.
coffee to
Merry
celebrate.
Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Today's the first day of Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Festivus
All the
happening
holidays.
too.
Festivus.
Sure,
Festivus.
Festivus for the
Find
rest
me
of
at
us.
Things and Fern.
Kwanzaa. We got some Kwanzaa if you celebrate Kwanzaa. Happy
Turducken.
Some Kwanzaa.
Turducken. Sure, why
Turkey,
not?
duck, and chicken.
I mean,
all
Clint is all
three.
about the
Never had one.
turducken. He's vegetarian, so loves some turducken.
Oh yeah, that's.
Thank you for
that's me.
supporting local.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
for
you.
sure.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And honestly, man, if you see us doing one of our experiences, come out, say hi. We'd
Yes.
love to see you. I love doing
That's something
experiences.
2023.
We really should
Yeah,
do
more
an experience or
Well,
two.
no- Yeah,
Well,
for sure.
hopefully I'll get the heat on in
I mean, it's just
there.
it's fun. We love getting to meet the people that drink the coffee. It's even my introverted butt enjoys meeting people. Like I enjoy talking about coffee, and
I've
it's
never
a good
made
experience.
more coffee ever in my entire life than I have this past year.
Well, that's what happens.
My
when you work
girlfriend
at a
literally
coffee
calls me her
roastery.
barista every morning.
You know
That's
your
what
place.
happens.
We all have our place.
You're all going to pay you $9 an hour and sneer at you.
Right.
All right. Well, thank you for watching.
Thank
If
you.
you've watched this far, what is wrong with you?
Sorry. I apologize for the
Is there
extrovert.
just audio? Or is it both?
It's the
I'm just-
camera
I'm
right
gonna-
there.
There's a camera up right,
Right.
there. There's audio in those microphones.
We're
So
pretty
both.
sure it's still
This is
running.
probably just going to go on YouTube.
Yeah.
The
Here for it.
YouTubes.
Oh my
Tubers.
God, we're gonna
All
be
right, thanks
famous.
everybody.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Right.
I need dinner.
Your tubes.
Boy, it's 8 o'clock.
It's 8
I gotta
o'clock.
put the kids to bed.
Guess you
Oh my
can't do your
God.
honey-do list.
My dogs are definitely sleeping in my